All right.
All right.
Step number 4.
Can't
and
wait.
it stays.
It's number 2, you idiot.
Yeah, 4
Oh,
or 2.
sorry.
What are we doing? Yeah.
I got my numbers all
Guys,
out of
he was
whack.
a
We're
his.
No wonder he failed
We're
out
on
of
beer
AA
number
real
4.
quickly because he couldn't get all the
He's a
steps.
his. He's a his.
Hey, so it
Step
was
4 is apologize
Hey.
to your family.
steps were a big deal for Jeff.
Now, in this episode of The Unrestricted, it's Jeff Vexler, it's RC, Richard Carnahan, the Bulldog.
Hello.
Bulldog.
Yep, the Bulldog. We got Bob on the ones and twos. Thanks, my man. We got Chris Sharp back from Alamo Heights High School, head coach of the Lady Mules soccer team. We are going to talk some World Cup. And we got my man, Elliot Cuello, which I always screw up because it's Cuello.
Quelo, you're fine.
Cuello, okay.
You know,
It's
Nice.
Portuguese last name, for God's sakes.
nobody gets it right.
Like
I-
Quavo.
special-
Quavo. He's a
Quaalude,
rapper,
Quaalude,
right?
just, you know.
Quavo.
Hey.
Quavo, is that a rapper?
I think so.
Man, you're hip.
Yeah, you're our hit.
Look
That's
at
it.
me.
No, that's it.
Elliot
That's
is
it.
my buddy, and he is a soccer
I'm sorry,
like
Elliot.
nut, dork,
Cool.
full on. So it's time to dork out about World Cup soccer. Like, it is absolutely the best week to be a soccer fan. What we have coming up this weekend is just going to be awesome. And what we got finished with today was amazing. The semifinals were just through the fucking roof. But can I pull us back real quick
Yeah.
to Sunday with the Cowboys getting scared out of their lives? Was I the only one who had a really bad feeling about that game before kickoff?
I think 17 was the line delay.
Think if you-
17 and a half.
That was
I'm
the
like,
line.
no way.
If you had a bad feeling before kickoff, you continue that bad feeling through the first quarter, through the second quarter, halftime, third
Hey.
quarter,
I felt
halfway
pretty
through
good.
the fourth quarter to like 3 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I felt good after the first drive,
It had,
Felt pretty good at the end,
and then I felt good
Yeah.
with the last drive.
and that's about it.
it
All right,
had
but here-
traps.
So they got to get it done against the Jaguars this weekend, RC.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like doing the same thing again.
Jacksonville.
Did you just say Jacksonville? Oh, the Macho making an early appearance. But they're going to have to get it
Is
done
that
again.
you, Macho?
Very
Inside-
good.
Inside joke.
Inside jokes work great on radio and pods.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
All
what it's made for.
214 listeners are like, oh, we get it.
And then, so we get through that, and then we get to Monday,
Oh, shit.
which was unquestionably the worst day in the history of former Texas Tech head coaches.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, not to make light of it because I love Coach Leach and like
Sure.
I'm gonna miss that guy. I think
Mhm.
everybody loved that fucking guy. Like, look at everybody nodding.
Yeah.
Squid kick it to the fat guy.
The fat little girlfriends rant.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
He
so
meant a lot to
much
college
about
football
Coach Leach
to a lot
to
of people.
love.
Right.
Yeah, he really
Meant
did.
a lot to a lot of people and respected.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the flip side of that, and we can get into the funny a little bit more on this one, is Chris Beard at the University of Texas, who gave the middle finger to Lubbock, Texas.
Mm.
And by the way, Chris Beard, big mistake. You never should have left Lubbock. And I hate to say I called it, but I called it.
What'd you call it? You're so full of
Ask
shit.
my buddies. I called this.
So you were
His
you were
move-
sitting around with your buddies. He's gonna choke his girlfriend out.
No,
Just wait
yeah.
and see.
No. I thought it would be with a player.
But
if
small
I'm being
towns-
honest.
That he was
I
choking
thought-
out a player?
No, he
Well,
is
I
a
think you're-
pretty well known. He's a Bobby Knight guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
He
And,
loses it.
he's a pretty well known hothead as a coach.
He
Guys,
lost
I
it up
thought
in
it would
Tech.
be with a player.
Well,
I
he-
did
Right.
not think it would be with his.
But small towns
Fiance.
figure it out. Small towns figured it out. East Lansing figured it out a long time ago when I was in school with Draymond.
Oh yeah,
He had a problem.
yeah.
Cops were all over it.
Yep.
Never
Yeah.
got a
Kept
call.
Shut
quiet.
it down.
Never got a call.
Yeah.
Right?
Shut it down.
Billy Gillespie back in
Ooh.
Oh,
was
everywhere.
was before
Everywhere.
mine, but I'm just saying El Paso.
Yeah, you're right.
UTEP, all
Mhm.
over it.
Who
Yep.
was Tim Floyd?
They,
Oh.
Yes.
small towns with good coaches or big coaches figure it out and keep you
The old Iowa
insulated.
State basketball
Insulated.
coach who was a total drunk. I can't remember his name, but he was really good everywhere he went. And then he goes to a bigger town. It's like, oh, you're busted. Like the minute you get there. So it comes to Monday night.
Yeah.
And I watch the Cardinals and they get their asses kicked. They're an
do.
atrocity.
Well, that
And
was,
I wake up Tuesday and I'm like, waiting for the news on whether or not their coach hung himself in his bachelor pad.
He's too
Right.
pretty.
He
Yeah.
is.
He's got too many dudes on his side, if you know what I mean.
I mean, he's totally
Yeah,
going to
he's
get
gonna-
fired. He got embarrassed on Monday Night Football.
Dude, he-
Oh, he's not going to get fired for that. He's
No
not going
way.
to get fired for that.
No way.
Kyler Murray
Yeah,
gets
no.
carted off
No, yeah,
with
yeah,
2
yeah,
minutes
yeah.
into the game. No.
Listen,
I
they,
was
they-
waiting
they
for the
invested
news.
heavily in the
Yeah.
5 guys, right? The GM, the coach, the Kyler, but not with these guys hurt.
I
Not
was
with these guys
just,
hurt.
I was,
No,
look,
he's
it
And
had
before
been a-
Kyler got
yeah.
hurt, there were injuries happening that
That's
they had
his
to fight through.
scapegoat.
it
is
had
these
been
injuries.
a bad day for Texas Tech former
Oh,
head
sure.
coaches.
Oh, for sure.
And I was like,
Hey.
Yeah.
you know, why am I blanking
Hey.
on his name?
Cliff Kingsbury.
Kingsbury.
Cliff
Okay, yeah, I
Kingsbury.
was like,
He's,
wait,
I'm
a
like,
new, he's a new Braunfels unicorn.
Yes,
yeah,
he
well,
is.
Yeah.
tough.
He's a unicorn. He's a unicorn.
Mhm.
We can't all be perfect.
Yeah. I mean, pegging, unicorn.
Okay, Captain
Anyway.
Deadpool.
So did you boys enjoy the semifinals, soccer boys?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I thought Argentina kind of did what I expected them to do to Croatia,
Yeah.
except for Croatia didn't do what I expected them to do to Argentina.
Right.
I thought
I was-
Croatia would frustrate Argentina,
Not
and they
at
really
all.
didn't.
No. I think Argentina took the game straight to them, and I don't think Croatia could rebound. I don't think they had anything in the tank, so to speak.
Okay,
Yeah.
after watching,
I think they were tired.
after
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
Messi this whole tournament, can we put the debate to bed that he is the GOAT of this generation of soccer?
Goat of this generation, for me, he
I would-
is.
I would-
It's
Absolutely.
unquestionable.
I mean, you got Ronaldo, right? But he's just a scoring machine. But Messi does it all.
Yeah.
He
can
really
He
does.
creates out of nothing.
Yeah. I mean, he sees the field like that one pass he made between 3 defenders,
The
where
no
he,
look.
the no look. I mean, you don't see a lot of players doing that.
Ronaldo doesn't do that.
No,
No,
There's a
no.
goal
he just
scorer.
jumps over people.
There's a goal scorer with a great header in every generation.
Right.
And Ronaldo is that, and he's better than that.
But
Okay. And I don't want to make him Thomas Mueller. Okay. He's better than that.
Yeah,
He
He's a-
has speed. he
Mueller's
has-
a poacher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a
that's-
poacher.
We're talking
You're right.
totally different.
He is a poacher with like more.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot more.
Well, I
But
mean-
he's not Messi.
But when you saw Ronaldo come over from Portugal when he was playing for Porto?
Well,
No.
you gotta think. He came from Porto to Man
Yeah.
United and dominated the best league in the world
Because
for
he
a
was-
decade on his own merits.
But he was
Messi-
so fast.
Well,
Yeah.
he had the
was
Russell West.
uber fast.
You're talking in like American terms of like, are we talking a Russell Westbrook in his prime where everything's working and you can just dominate triple double and just dominate a game, or are you talking a guy like Jason Kidd who can come in as a young guy, play, and then age well, right? Jason Kidd aged very well and got to the finals with the Nets
His
as a
face
3-point
didn't.
shooter.
Look, I
Sure,
think
but
it's
his
also
game age, his game. I mean, we can go San Antonio style. Tim Duncan can age
Yeah, but-
well.
But when
Shaq did not age well.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, Shaq, Messi's Duncan.
But
That's
when-
basically
So
what you
was,
can
but
do.
see,
are
but-
you arguing that Ronaldo's peak is higher than Messi's peak?
100% only because I feel Messi was with a team we don't realize as an American society that follows soccer. He had 2 of the greatest players playing alongside him for about 8 years,
Years,
in
yeah.
Iniesta and Xavi. And they're
Xavi.
probably the best midfielders to go down in the history of the game. Also, besides the fact they got 2 more coming up in Pedri and Gavi
Yeah.
that are 18 years old that you don't know how they breed these guys.
I'm just
But-
looking at what
but
I've seen
you
this
just don't
tournament.
see
But
it.
when, but hold on, let's go back
Yeah,
to
sure,
when
sure.
when Ronaldo came in from
Man U-
Porto.
Man U, right? He came in hot.
Yeah, he
Everybody
came
wanted
in,
him. Everybody wanted him.
he brought it to another level. But at the same time, Man U was pretty good too. They
They
had
weren't a bunch of slouches.
no, I mean
No.
they had a bunch of weapons up top that you could not mark up Ronaldo, 2v1 or anything like that. You had Butts up there, you had Giggs up there,
Yeah.
you had those type of players.
Beckham was still playing. Giggs,
Beckham.
right, all the guys. Yeah.
So you had to spread out that back line.
Rooney was still in
And
his
so
prime.
Ronaldo was brilliant on the one-on-ones. Like he had the step overs, he had the scissors, and he did that. And he had a burst of speed.
Yeah, he really did.
But if you go back, how many balls did he actually give off to Giggs? How many balls did he give to
not
no.
the passer that Messi.
He's
No,
selfish.
he's down the wing. He's cutting in going to goal. He's wanting to score, which is fine. I love that. Watch Messi. He's getting in the middle of the field and he's finding holes for players to score on his team.
He is a gorgeous conductor of the game of soccer. He really is.
The one thing that I think Messi is just brilliant at is how he uses the referee.
Sure.
Have you ever
certainly,
watched
certainly.
some of the YouTube videos that
No, tell
people
me-
have put together?
Tell me
He's a
what
small
you're
man.
talking
He's a
about.
small man.
He goes
you know.
right at the referee and has the defender run in,
Like a
or it
shield.
throws a pick.
Like a shield.
Yes.
Oh yes, now I know what you're talking about.
It's
And- okay,
awesome.
I thought
I
you
didn't
meant
realize how
he-
many times he did it.
he's that good.
Mm.
And
He
there's
learned from the best from off the ball movement,
Mhm.
using referee like this kind of
Maradona?
tactical style of attacking a game is different than like overpowering a game, which is what Ronaldo could do in his prime, and Messi
Okay.
can continue to do this for. I mean, arguably,
Generation.
this might be his last World
they
Cup.
call it
but
his
it's
last
not-
World Cup. Are we sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
he's
sure?
li- he's not
you
a-
watch him. He hasn't run more than
Yeah.
30
He
minutes
never
a game.
runs.
Or yeah,
he
he
never
doesn't run.
runs.
No.
And that's the trick.
And he never really did.
That's the trick with
Yeah.
Ronaldo and a Messi is how much are you willing to give up to get the good? And Messi still has enough good to where you can give up the defending. You're defending with 10 guys at that point.
Oh,
So
yeah.
He's not
I'm
defending.
I'm a Messi guy.
Sure,
I
yeah,
just
wonderful.
am.
Wonderful bird, yeah.
Like
I don't. That
No.
is not a diss on Ronaldo. This is like
Sure.
the Jordan versus LeBron conversation. You want to make a case for one or the other? That's fine by me. You're not crazy. It doesn't make one person smart and the other one stupid. They're both great. I prefer watching Messi. And now he gets to play for the World Cup, which is the only thing that has eluded him thus far in his career. And I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Look, the third goal that he orchestrated for Argentina on Tuesday was just a thing of beauty. I mean, just an absolute thing of beauty, particularly at his age.
Yeah.
And then France today, I thought they did to Morocco what we all expected them to do, which is just kind of be too good.
Yeah.
They they're going to get their chances.
I think Morocco just ran out of speed. They
So
ran out of gas.
similar to
I mean,
Croatia.
They were.
The
Did you see
teams
how
that-
many players were hurt that were actually playing for
So the
Morocco?
center defender
They
goes
were
out
just
because
so
he's got his
beat up.
hamstring. Eventually,
One kid didn't even start
Right.
because of his.
eventually becoming the underdog in high school, like becoming the underdog so many times in a row drains you mentally, physically. Like
Yeah.
you cannot do it.
Well, the
And
You
murder
murder.
know,
amount of
you
time,
know it's going to
because
end.
you literally like you guys have exhausted everything you can do to
Right.
continue on, and eventually your two most best players that have played in the top leagues that love Mbappe and Hakimi are best friends. They shook up hands. Do you see they dap up? and
Yeah.
did their thing before the game.
exchanged
They
jerseys
play
afterwards.
they play in PSG every week. They practice together
Yeah.
every week, and he's the left forward. He's the right back. They see each other every day in practice. And Hakimi's like, "Hey man, we got here, dude." Like Hakimi's happy.
Yeah.
Morocco's here. Mbappe's like, I'm
I'm
ready
not.
to win the whole
Oh,
thing
yeah.
again.
Well,
Like it's a difference.
They went through a murderer's row.
They did.
Yeah,
to
they,
get-
they beat some people. They
Absolutely.
beat some people, and it took.
Oh, they were punching
everything.
above their heads
It
for
took
sure.
everything
Yeah.
they had, and their coach actually was videoed. I follow some people, and he was videoed going to the tactical sessions of Mikel Arteta, who is the head coach of Arsenal, who's the best team in the Premier League right now, is top of the Premier League. So
It's not
like,
Wexham though.
yeah, it's not Wrexham, but they're also not in Wales, so the English Premier League,
Yeah.
Oh my
You're right. They don't have Ryan Reynolds or
It
you
ranks
know,
right up there with the
And-
MLS. Yeah,
right,
go
we-
ahead.
It ranks right up there. But
This reminds
but-
me that coming up later in the show, I'm going to give you the five ways to fix soccer
I
that
can't
no
wait to hear
soccer
I
fan
can't.
actually wants to hear me say.
Yes.
Everybody stick around for that.
I just want to know. I just want everybody to know I was prefaced with that before I came on
Oh,
to
yeah.
this, and I had to be here for those 5 things because
Absolutely.
I cannot
I
wait.
can't wait to piss you
But the-
soccer fans off.
the
with
fact
how
is-
your game is wrong.
This
No more
as,
throw-ins, kick-ins.
As wrong as it is, this guy has devoted his life as the Morocco coach to improve their team. And the most impressive thing, or one of the most impressive things about this, is we forget that these international teams are all-star teams, right? You look at rosters up and down France. You got 20-year-olds that could take the spots of guys that are playing today.
No doubt.
Morocco has a team that this guy has been just
Since the
grooming
14s and 15s.
and just ready to go. All their international friendlies, all their international group stages, everything they do, he has been fighting with these same 11, 15, call it guys, to win these kinds of games.
Yeah.
And you've got to look at guys like Brazil, for example, which seems crazy to say this out loud, but they've had to spend their group stage qualifying games figuring out who's going to make the dang team.
No,
'Cause
it's
they
true.
have so much talent.
They got so much talent. I mean,
true.
there's
Who's
Gav-
going to make the starting 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Who do you leave on the
yeah,
bench?
The,
Right.
the
Who-
French
who- and
might
then-
have had the biggest problem of any country in the tournament
well,
with
they
how
have-
many guys they had.
and arguably,
Well, luckily,
They had
luckily-
it got
injuries.
easier.
Well, yeah, because of all the
Because they
injuries.
had
Pogba,
injuries.
Benzema,
Right.
But like,
N'Golo Kante,
I
who was, by
think-
the way, remember, N'Golo Kante was their MVP of the last freaking
Yeah.
World Cup. He's not even playing this whole World Cup.
These guys
See-
aren't even speaking English.
See,
I'm
if-
not even looking
I'm
at
sorry.
this
I
anymore.
get
He
it.
also anchored.
Richard,
He
they're
also
just talking to
listen,
each other.
Listen, we were talking to each other, but
Hey,
also
Rich-
this guy.
But you know the
We're
other
in a
thing,
room.
if they had everybody, it probably would have been another meltdown.
No, but I do
Because
think
maybe so.
They
Maybe too
would have
many
had
egos.
a revolution because they don't really particularly like their coach, by the way.
I also think that France isn't playing their best defender, which is a whole nother conversation. But here's the thing: I
That's for
gen-
you and Sharpie off.
Well, the best defender is the best defender of the Premier League. He's on their bench, but my point is, every great team has an identity.
Mhm.
And when if we can go back to the USA American fan basketball, we didn't have an identity in USA basketball for what? And we lost. We brought all the best players.
Yeah.
We brought everybody we thought we could win with. And what do? We freaking lost until we decided Coach K is going to show up. He's going to tell you who's running the offense. He's going to tell you what's going on. You sit there, you stand there. Dwayne Wade, care,
But I think
there's that whole thing.
we had to lose that to
But
have
you
that
have
happen.
to find the identity, and Morocco has an identity because
like Herb
part of
Brooks
it is
said.
because they just don't. They have three guys. They know what to do. This is our identity. This is what we do, and they found success.
I
They beat
don't
two
want to.
guys.
I don't want to shortchange the French
Sure.
because it's
No,
not
can't.
just that they're more talented. They have a better system. They have a better system of growing and developing talent than anybody else in the world.
I don't know
The
about growing
Germans-
talent. I don't
Oh,
know.
Yeah,
about
they
that.
go-
I don't know
they
about
go
that.
to the-
No,
all their
I don't know
little
about that. I don't know
Who's
about that.
better
all their
than them at growing
protectorates.
talent?
Hey, how many of
England
those?
probably has a younger,
hold on.
better talent.
Let me ask you this.
Squad than
I
France
bet you
does.
everybody on the Morocco team is Moroccan.
Count on it.
But on the
Sure.
French team,
Nope.
Yeah, you
not
got
a
some players.
chance.
No.
I
It's
not
like
the
Lee
same.
High School.
Yeah.
You know
Seriously.
when it really started. When it really started with what we're seeing right now is when Germany took
Figured
their
it out.
entire
That's what I was going
country,
to bring out.
Yeah.
and was like, the government's gonna tell you play soccer, like or football. You go here, you play this.
Das reboot.
Das
Das.
reboot, exactly.
Mhm.
Like
But guess
they
what's
took it-
happening
they
with
took it
German
serious-
soccer now? They're having a revolt basically against their own system.
Sure,
The
well,
French system believes in itself because look at the fucking results.
but the best
But
French
they
players
blew
don't
it
play
up.
in France.
They
Don't
blew
get
it up
Don't
back
get it
blew it
wrong.
up and rebuilt
Don't get
it,
it wrong.
no
The-
doubt.
That's what we need to do.
No
Chouameni
doubt.
got bought in as a teenager. He's at Madrid in Spain. Camavinga, who's not playing for France, also probably one of their best midfielders, is playing for Real Madrid. They both won the Champions League this year.
Mhm.
Upamecano not playing in Germany anymore. Was never playing in France. I mean, William Saliba playing in Premier League. Like there, nobody in France that's playing for France. Benzema does not play for a French team.
Right.
He plays for the
There's
Decima.
several. There's
La
several
Decima.
on the
He plays for Real
starting.
Madrid.
There's
because that's
several
what
on
you
the
do.
starting team right now that plays in the French league.
But
So-
but if they had everybody healthy, N'Golo Kante.
But see,
Anchored.
I really truly believe if they had everybody,
Okay.
If they
okay,
had-
we are cutting you
Yeah.
dorks off. I just saw Bob.
We'll have
I
our
just,
own. We'll
I
have our-
just saw
Bob.
Bob give me the "it's going over my head" thing.
Well,
We called it soccer. We called it soccer the whole time.
well, I just want to say the French have now insulted the Moroccans twice. They beat them today after
Wow.
conscripting 40,000 Moroccans in World War One.
There you go.
God.
There you go.
I didn't pay that much attention in high school or college. I don't know. Yeah, that's
I have
fair.
to-
fair.
I have to
That's
admit,
fair.
Hey,
I
can we
yeah,
talk
go ahead.
about Berhalter?
Why?
Man, we can't.
Sure,
I have
go.
a lot of that's
Oh, because of the Geo thing?
Yeah.
The Geo Reyna?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
let's
ahead.
talk
Give me your
about
t-
it.
he violated
Give me
the locker
your
room.
take.
Violating
as a player,
the
as
yeah.
a player, he violated our locker room, and I would.
But
feel
you know
like
what? I
did
think it
not
needed to
have-
be done. Like
Because
that.
Gio was being
and
a
I
bitch.
yeah, exactly.
And he wasn't being a team player.
Right. No, I'm all for it. Don't get
Okay.
me wrong. And I think benching Ronaldo was a great thing too because it showed these youths that they can't get away with things.
They bench Ronaldo
They're
for
not-
arguably the next young greatest talent out of Portugal.
Exactly.
and
Well,
Joao
But
Felix
hey, how
and
many
And a
times have we
little-
seen teams leave on the ancient one?
They didn't bench Gio Reyna for
No.
nobody who's
No.
trying to show up. I
They're
don't
two
wanna
different
see-
things. They're two different things. They're
I'd have
one
to
bench
argue
because
that-
of an attitude problem. The other one was he's old.
I think Ronaldo could have won them that game.
Nah.
No.
Nope.
No.
No way.
Take off those glasses, homie.
No.
All right.
Rose colored
So
glasses.
I'm
Sure,
gonna-
sure. No, I can see the
No.
I can see the no. But I also think that hindsight's 2020. So
But don't you
whatever,
think he
but-
has a problem if even he can't even get along with Man U?
No,
He does.
Man U has more problems than Ronaldo. Man U couldn't make Pogba work,
He's-
and
No.
Pogba was a world champion.
We
They couldn't
talked
make it
about
work.
Because they
this
don't want
already.
to work.
He's got
Bruno Fernandez is not the guy to run your team.
He's got
Well,
a picture
out
of
of-
his own face.
Out of the
over
last
man.
12 games, he's won 10 of them because of it. So, I mean, there's something going on there.
Yeah, I just
Wow,
Agreed.
our
But
soccer
Joao Felix,
contingent,
Joao
that
Felix
comes
is
to
the,
us for
is the man.
soccer.
No, Felix
They're
is the
going
man.
deep.
they're gonna love
No,
this.
They're
for sure.
going
Listen,
deep.
Listen, I watched
Okay,
the Premier
what do you
League
guys
every
think?
weekend.
Do you think
But what does
Berhalter?
as a general consensus, what do you think about Berhalter? Because we're deep in it. What do you think is a general consensus for just World Cup? Because I've
Better than
watched all of it.
Klinsmann.
What do you think?
I think it shouldn't have gotten out.
Shouldn't have gotten what? Shouldn't have gotten out what?
He shouldn't have.
Huh.
I mean, I don't care
we
if
talk
he's
about
at,
Reina.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't
Okay.
care if he's at a Holiday Inn with like a bunch of ex-coaches. Like,
sure.
just keep it in house.
So Spain had an issue. Spain's coach had the exact same,
Mhm.
not exactly, but Spain's coach said, I had 26 guys and I had 25 I wanted and one I didn't.
Right.
And
So
that's all that got out. That's all that got out of that camp.
Yeah.
There's
So
been no, I follow
You're
everything
asking
else.
me what I think of Berhalter, right?
As a general consensus fan, like I think
I-
we understand.
I'm
this-
gonna give you my
yeah,
personal
yeah,
opinion.
Yeah, what do you think?
I heard from every single important player on that team that this was the closest knit American team they'd ever played on.
How'd they get
And
your cell
that-
number?
That matters to them. No,
Oh, you saw it on the
they didn't,
pitch.
like,
You saw it.
fucking
Hey,
text
listen, you
me.
saw it on the pitch. You saw it on the
Mhm.
pitch.
And-
Every single one of them would
But
have
you-
died out there for that.
That's
Yeah,
what
but
I
you-
thought.
and that's tough
what
to
I
get
thought.
because we did not have that 8 years ago. 5.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
happening.
Under
So,
Klinsmann?
okay,
No way.
no.
Absolutely not.
So here's my deal with that is
Sure.
is that I think that's what saved Reina's butt from being sent home.
The
Probably.
guys.
Probably his
Absolutely.
bros.
I
Yeah.
bet they talked Berhalter off the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fine too. That's
mean,
being a good head coach.
But why would-
6-hour
see,
player meeting
But
Yeah.
that made
about
me,
him.
like that pissed me off. Like, why was he coming in there being a fucking punk?
Yeah, why is he? Why does he think he's Ronaldo? What's
Should-
his deal?
He's good enough to start. He's good enough to start first off. He's
Yeah,
good
but
enough
who are you
start.
going to take off?
He's good. He-
Who are you going to take off?
that-
He is good enough to
that-
start.
that's where
I
I'm
don't
talking-
think that's wrong.
that is
But
where-
who
Okay,
are you
that's
gonna
fine.
Take off
Right,
Right.
right. But
is
who are, you,
another
Yeah.
question.
who are you going to take off becomes a same thing of USA basketball. Like, what is your identity?
I think the
Like,
only
find an identity. Like,
But
you
s-
cannot start
but we
Jesus
can't.
Ferreira.
we don't have an
You-
identity
you-
in U.S.
but,
soccer.
we're
But
trying
good
to
teams
find
that
one.
win find an identity. Good
But-
teams that
but-
win, like
They
Morocco,
do.
have an identity. Good teams like France have an identity. Every good team that wins has an identity. And when you bring on Jesus Ferreira, who comes on,
Oh, screw that. When you bring on
Why?
Morris.
you can't
What the hell?
have you.
Yeah.
Listen, every
Morris.
good sports team has an. The Green Bay Packers, when they had Favre and what's his name, the Cowboys, now McCarthy had an identity. It doesn't mean it's
Maybe they'll
right.
have an
You gotta
identity.
have an identity.
They'll have an identity by 26.
Jeff's laughing at me right now.
I know.
He's- Vexler is
I'm
not.
not laughing
just
at
laugh-
I'm
you are laughing at me.
Bob.
You're
No, but
laughing
you
at me,
guys-
laughing at
and I'm
Bob.
telling you, is identity
I'm
crisis
laughing at
is not
Bob.
only a problem in American society as human beings,
All right.
but also our sports teams
Right.
people.
All right.
All right, this is a whole nother conversation.
I got to give you a true story, just a real quick back to reality. I was talking to one of my buddies from Corpus Christi today, and he goes, "Y'all gonna talk about the Cowboys or that fucking pussy ass soccer today?"
No way. Did he
Oh,
really?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
Okay.
I guess
Well, we
this
started
is-
with the Cowboys, so he should be
it
happy.
is
Yeah.
the Cowboys.
And
I
I-
guess this
and
is
I
a
said
pretty
both.
good- I guess this is a pretty good time for me to break into my 5-point plan
Oh boy.
for fixing
I love
the
it.
sport that isn't actually broken.
This
Wait,
is
wait,
what
wait.
got me here, so I
5-point like a
cannot
pentagram?
wait to hear this.
Yes, like a pentagram.
Are
Now
you gonna
This is
wait.
my,
Christian
this is my
star.
third session. I'm still been waiting.
Are you a consultant? A paid consultant?
Yes, I
Hey,
should be.
I heard FIFA's
wait.
giving out a lot of money, so yeah, you
Can-
should be on that.
I'd like to see your
It's under
resume,
the
sir.
table.
Wait, can we make it a 6-point plan so it's more like the Star of David?
No.
No, but that's good.
I like
David Lee Ruff.
that. Oh God, here it
Lights
comes.
the
menorah.
All right.
All right, let's
All
hear
right,
it. Let's
all
hear
right.
it.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Are
Throw
you
it
ready?
at
I
us.
don't think I'll ever
All right.
be ready. but yeah.
First rule.
I think we're going to be on the same page on this.
Goalies can only have a full-throated pissing match with one guy on their own team per half, or they are carded. I am so tired of watching goalies scream at their own fucking guys.
Okay, Jeff.
Get
that-
over it.
That's the
You don't
English guy.
understand- You don't understand. It's like asking Tom Brady not to have audibles at the line.
It
Like,
sucks.
no, but they're the quarterback of the team. So what do you want Tom Brady to just go to the line, accept what they called him,
It's
call the
fine.
play, and
Well,
just do
please
it?
don't say
I
it.
want
They're the
Tom Brady to go back to
quarterbacks.
the shell and get out of the
Sure,
NFL.
sure. But hey,
Gisele's not going to take
you
him back.
you want to hear
Yeah.
Peyton
That
Manning
train
go
left.
Hey, listen, I would love it for Dak because if I hear Dak yelling audible one more time and we throw an interception, that's a whole nother that's a whole nother
Elliot,
dude.
once a half, they get to have a full-on 4-year-old tantrum
Got it.
with one of their
Got it.
defensemen,
Got it.
and that's it.
Got it, fair.
Okay,
Done.
I'm
Move
tired of
on.
watching
Yeah.
it.
Just as being from a center defender in college, my goalie and I, we had a special relationship, so he yelled at me a lot.
Oh,
And you
it's
didn't hear it.
terrible.
Yeah,
Right?
You're
none of
just
it. I
you
heard
pissed.
none
just
of it.
you you just
Because
zone
ba-
them out.
You're
Because-
just mad because
Yeah.
back then same-sex marriage wasn't legal. It'd be so much different now. Then it would be a domestic violence thing.
All right.
All right.
Step number 4,
Can't
and it
wait.
stays.
It's number 2,
Wait.
you
Yeah,
idiot.
it was 4
Oh,
or 2.
sorry.
What are we doing? Yeah.
I got my numbers all
Guys,
out of
he was
whack.
a
We're
hit.
It's no
Hey,
wonder he failed
we're
out
on
of
beer
AA
number
real quickly
4.
because he couldn't get all the
He's a
steps.
hit. He's a hit.
Hey, so it
Step
was
4 is apologizing
Hey.
to your family.
steps were a big deal for Jeff.
Hey guys, this is a disease. It's not me, it's you. I mean, it's a disease.
Steps are hard. Steps are hard.
Come
people.
on.
We work
Come
on
on.
it. We work on it.
I
We
can't
work on
believe
it.
I fucked
We
up
work on it.
numbers like that. Okay.
Work
Step
the
number-
system because the system works, Jeff.
Step number 2, staying with the goalies. Once the ball is in your hands, you cannot play it down to your feet in order to dribble again. Okay?
Is that like a double dribble soccer stuff?
Yeah.
They
it's like
actually
a
had
double
that.
dribble.
They actually had that rule.
I know that there is sort of there's a variant on it that's in
Yeah.
the rules, but I am tired of watching a ball get headed back to goalies. They use their feet, then they pick it up, then they put it down to their fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Once you start it with something, it stays with that something.
Can I put a note in that?
Go ahead.
I'm sick of watching goalies go up for a routine air ball, catch it with nobody around, and then go straight down into the prone position.
That is on
Fetal-
my list.
the fetal
Don't you worry
position?
about it.
And then I think as soon as it hits their hands, 6 seconds starts.
I'm so
Get it out.
okay with that.
Get it out.
And that is part
Yeah.
of my 5-point plan.
Your manifesto.
Yes,
love
my
it.
manifesto.
I love it. Because I am
All right.
so sick of that.
Tough to
shit.
mitigate
Jeff
that.
in
Tough
the
to mitigate
Unabomber.
that. It's
I am-
literally built in.
I am
My goalie was taught like
Oh yeah.
that's what you do,
Oh,
how
yeah.
you do it.
Lay on the
Also,
floor.
I know that's
also
what they're
you get
taught.
you get no protection if you go up and catch it in 6 seconds start. So to go fast or to go quickly, as opposed to like not getting it. You know what I mean? Like they're taught to grab it. And
Oh, I
take your
understand
Oh,
that.
it's
They're
ridiculous,
they
though.
should grab it, and they should go to ground if they have to.
But-
But then get the fuck up.
But
and
it's
let's
important to
play.
note. It's important to note that the referees, especially this World Cup, have been on it, have been coached.
They have been
and
really good about the
about
time.
adding time, especially
have.
with South.
Oh,
If you
God.
noticed, South American country games have had a lot of extra time,
They have.
8 to
right?
10.
as opposed to
Yeah.
Eastern European country game. Like, there's a lot of other
They
games
kind of
that
get
got.
on with it.
That's
don't they?
because their chicks are
but-
hotter.
Well, hey, look,
They're
the
looking around
referees,
the-
the
I don't know.
referees
The
are
one
very
for
much
Croatia.
on top of it.
Oh,
And-
she was smoked.
well,
bro.
hey, what she said she would do for the World Cup.
It would take me 6 seconds.
She 5.5 Sharpie. Let's be honest.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
He said
That's
seconds,
it.
not
Hey.
inches.
Boom.
Let's go.
Dude, I am now part of the show.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Welcome.
There you go.
All right.
Hey.
So
Okay,
look,
okay,
some of what I'm
got it,
saying,
got it,
Elliot,
got it, sure.
is a little
Sure.
bit tongue in cheek, as you may have
I
figured out by
understand,
now. But
Rule
some of
number
this-
3, Jeff. Rule number 3.
Oh, thank you for the math.
Yeah.
because I was
we
gonna
don't
fuck
we,
that
we
up.
don't want numbers to be hard again. So
Yeah.
He's, a,
thank you.
he's a history
Line up the
major.
bottles. That will help you.
Fouls in the box, fouls that occur in the box.
Yes.
That do not.
Those cost extra.
You paid double for that, Cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fouls in the box which do not prevent a definite goal scoring opportunity may be given as an indirect kick
Oh, indirect. Wow.
rather than a penalty kick from the spot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sure, indirect
So-
kicks, indirect kick.
Do Do you want to
Contrary to
make
popular-
it a direct kick instead of an indirect?
Contrary to popular belief, indirect kicks can happen inside of.
I know
penalty
that
Yeah,
they
they
can.
can.
I know that they
But
can.
he's saying
but
all
they're
of
under
them.
really rare circumstances.
Yeah, I think.
And here's
Okay.
Let me wait. Hang on. This is why I thought
Sure,
of it, and
sure.
this is why I'm adding it. The Ronaldo foul, where he drew in the group stage,
Yeah.
where he is attempting to gain control of a loose ball that he had not dribbled.
Right.
Where the defender and it was a 50-50 ball.
Right.
There's no doubt about it. Now, you could argue about whether the defender touched it first or whether Ronaldo
Yeah.
did, but it was a 50-50 ball, and it was awarded a free kick as Ronaldo was heading towards the out of bounds and away from goal.
Right.
That's not a free
For a
kick.
kick.
That's not
actually
that's a
the only rule you've
75
come up with that I like so far.
I'm getting more serious as we go on.
I can tell you.
Can-
put your
can we add
glasses on.
something?
I put on my glasses to read my notes like
He
I'm
did- he
like
did
I'm
put on the
Brian
glasses
Can I
now.
add something
like
to your
I'm
list?
That's when it got
Bryant
real.
Gumbel on Real Sports.
Yes. Can I
Shout
add?
out to John Frankel, who was at a bat mitzvah with me the other day.
Hey-o.
Hey, shout out to Tom Brady's son, who was at that same
Same.
bat mitzvah. by the way.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Can
And,
I
Bridget
throw
Moynihan.
something in there? I think if you dive in the penalty box in the 18-yard
An
box,
offensive player.
yes,
Okay.
and you get caught by VAR, it's a PK
Oh, the other way.
other
Oh,
way.
I love this.
In
I
the
love-
box.
Yeah,
Yes.
it needs to be more harshly judged.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. But I'm
Yeah.
going to note that.
Rule
I
number
like that.
6.
I've always wanted.
No,
okay,
Jack.
here's
It needs to be
here's
harshly
one.
judged because it's harshly judged the other way.
I
Yeah.
have the
It needs to be
reading
harshly
glasses on,
judged,
and I
vice
really
versa.
did just note that.
Hey,
I really did.
Well,
Okay,
well,
here's
hold
the-
on. Who did you steal those glasses from? Because those look like glasses my
His
grandmother used to wear.
mom.
These are
Wife.
mine, dude. And
His
they're
mom.
From
Okay,
AutoZone,
how about
bro.
this? How
Our
about
favorite
this?
listener.
They really are. I bought them at AutoZone, and I broke my first pair and went back to AutoZone to get
Got
them
the same
again.
pair.
I swear.
You wish you
have-
did.
Did we? Did AutoZone pay for that? Throw in there.
Get in the zone.
This is a nice
But
put
he-
down.
no,
AutoZone.
no,
they
he
didn't
wouldn't
get
even
in.
go.
No.
Oh,
Beep that out.
AutoZone.
Beep that out.
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
Oh, stop, dude. I'm not going to get my stuff.
Hey, what about them Pep Boys? What about them Pep
Hey,
Boys?
How about this? Do you think it's unfair that a team gets not only the other team gets a red card for a foul in the box
Of course it does.
and a PK?
Of course it does.
It's
Right.
double jeopardy.
Right.
Yeah, it's too much.
Well,
So,
I
okay,
agree.
Okay,
You
can
can't.
we come to
Sure, sure.
a consensus on my if it doesn't represent a
Yes.
definitive
I like that one.
goal scoring
Bring
opportunity,
I like
that
that
it
one.
can be given
Yeah.
an indirect kick?
I'll go with that.
I like
or
that
would you rather it be a direct kick?
It still should be a direct kick. It doesn't have to be a penalty. I mean, at that point in the box.
Boom.
I don't,
The
I
problem
don't, I don't, I'm not
Okay,
saying
so the
against it, but
difference
it's a
is-
direct. It's a direct.
Okay, so think about. I mean, it's going to be kind of weird because you're going to be inside the 18-yard box.
Right.
That's
You could be 8 yards away from the goal, and you're going to let all those players line up on the in line or on the goal line.
So
I think I
Sucker
would.
and a phone booth.
But that's not 10 yards away.
So a touch away from the goal. I mean, don't be wrong. Like,
So what's the better
I've played
choice
my
there?
entire life.
Put it
I've-
on top of the 18.
I've had indirect kicks where I've had to stand on the goal line and just be like, I hope this hits me in the face. I hope it hits me in the face because I'm
Okay,
here.
so the
like-
better choice is put it on the 18.
I just feel like
Okay, I'm
videos-
fine with
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
fine
Yeah.
with that. Look, I'm not perfect,
sure.
so I'm going to note that once again here as I pull the glasses down.
How about
Like,
this?
who you
How about
sending
this?
this note
Because the arc on
I'm
top of
sending
the
this. I'm
the arc
sending
on
this.
top of the
It's used
18
for
really
nothing.
does nothing,
does
but
nothing.
for PKs, right?
Right.
You're exactly right.
So what if the team that is awarded the foul
Can go.
can
off the
go
arc.
anywhere in there and put the ball?
I like. That.
I dig it. I dig it.
I
I
like
dig it a
that.
lot.
I like
Is
that.
there
a
a
lot.
time limit?
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You brought it up.
Oh shit.
So this is where it gets real. This is where it gets real.
Okay.
Are we talking circumcision again?
No, no, no. You know
Whew.
what a yellow card is. You know what a red card is.
Oh yeah.
I'm introducing the white card.
No,
That's-
you no,
I'm playing the
no,
white
no,
card.
you can no.
I am playing
We
the
are
white
getting in
card.
trouble with the NAACP.
We call it the orange card.
Do you
Purple,
want it to be
purple,
a black card?
purple.
I think we call it the orange
Okay.
card. We call it the
I'm-
orange card.
Rainbow.
I
no,
wanted
you
to-
call-
Rainbow.
I think where you're going with this is the orange card.
No, you
a
call
gender-
it the Canadian
No, no.
card because everybody loves Canadians.
and everybody
Okay.
gets it.
In indoor
Maple leaf
Major
flag-
League
Maple
Indoor
leaf
flag.
Soccer,
Card.
they have the blue card,
Yeah,
They
which
have a
is
blue
joke.
card?
and you have to
What
go
is-
sit in the box for 2 minutes.
Okay,
is,
so
uh,
this is not that. So
sure.
I need another color. So I'll go with the black card. Just
Fuchsia.
to make it
Let's-
non-offensive.
But is it a negative thing?
Yeah.
Fuchsia.
So
It's a fu- You're killing us here, man.
Okay, I'm gonna stick
Whatever
with
card
what-
it is,
okay.
just tell me the card.
Doesn't
Tell me
matter.
the card.
It
I need to hear
doesn't
this.
matter.
I need to
It's
hear
a
this.
white
It
card.
does not matter.
I
It's a
probably
white
have.
card.
It's
green.
a race
Green card?
neutral, color neutral,
Oh,
green
gender
card?
neutral
Gender neutral.
card of
Oh,
importance.
Gender neutral is important.
Opaque.
It's a card of importance.
Yeah.
Should I be the one to point out that there's already a yellow and a red card, and somehow 2 races aren't offended by those?
We don't
What's
care
about
about.
orange?
We
What's
don't
about
care.
orange?
Did I
Orange.
We
I'll
don't
be the
care
one
about.
to point that
We
out.
don't care about the Asians and the Hispanics
Okay, wait a minute.
or the Indians.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah.
As an
Hey,
Indian,
you
I
have
do
your
feel a little
colors
impressed.
messed up.
Did I send you the Instagram with an Indian fella wearing a T-shirt that said you're gonna have to edit this because I'm a little slow on the feet up here. Says the Caucasians, and it's got like a white dude
I've
with
seen
a
it.
bowler hat,
It's awesome.
and it's like a real life chief
Yeah.
dripping bull, and he's got a T-shirt on, and it says the Caucasians.
All right, what's the card for?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I gotta
so
hear
the
this,
white
yeah.
card is given often.
Okay.
There's no accumulation of white cards that ejects you from the game. There's no accumulation of white cards that kicks you out of the next game.
But
Okay,
is it,
it's-
what's the penalty?
Hang on, I'm getting there. It can be given for simulation of a foul. It can be given. It would be given.
Stimulation.
Not stimulation. You
Simulation.
jeez. No.
Mind the balls. Don't
I'm trying
forget
to
the
be-
balls.
I'm trying to be serious over here.
I'm listening.
Have you
have
listened
your
to our
glasses
show?
on. Let's go.
All fouls which are not yellow or red,
Yes.
which are committed in the outfield,
Yeah.
on the pitch, those are white cards.
Oh
okay.
God, this is going to be accumulation, isn't it?
Relentless whining to the official, excessive face touching of an opponent.
Oh, okay, not
I am
yourself.
I am so tired of watching soccer players go up and touch another dude from the other team on the cheek. I am I the only one who's like, man, fuck that. Do not touch my face.
Well, you have real sensitive skin, so I
I
see why it gets to you.
So go ahead, go
You'll
ahead.
break out in
Dude,
hives at a
you're
fucking.
killing me. It's like Christmas morning. Come on, I want to open the present.
yeah, right,
Relentless rolling.
Yes. They're still rolling in some of these
Any-
That
games.
sounded like rolling.
Yes.
Any sort of bullshit time wasting, and I couldn't come up with a better adjective or adverb.
No,
for that
that's
one.
that's well done.
Just bullshit
Yep.
time wasting. Those all are white cards. Now,
What happens?
you do not get booked. I'm getting there. You do not get booked. It doesn't take time away from the game. He just pulls a white card, shows it up, and we keep playing. Pulls it up, white card, keep playing. Because it doesn't matter if one guy gets 5 of them, doesn't matter. But it doesn't slow the game down. However, after the 10th infraction, a direct kick from 25 yards out, 45 degrees from the goal. You two soccer players know the spot I'm talking about,
Yeah.
where an
100%,
in-swinging or an out-swinging
Yeah.
ball is super dangerous.
Yep.
You gotta get
Right?
up to
No.
solid. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's not okay. The penalty kick has a 75% efficiency
Yeah.
rate. You're nowhere near that
Yeah.
from out at 25 yards, but it is dangerous as hell.
Yeah.
And after the 10th,
You get a free kick.
the other team is awarded that spot
So
Interesting.
is it per
Hey.
player or per side?
per side.
Okay, I know you don't have to do a color, so you won't get in trouble. It's
Okay.
just a card with a B written on it because it's called the bitch card.
Yes, it's like a bitch card.
And you're pulling out the bitch.
Yes,
And if you get 10 bitches,
yes. The other team gets to take it from 25
I
yards
hope
out
FIFA
to
adopts
the
that.
45-yard
I mean,
end.
Is
that's
it-
I'll tell you a story.
Do you hate this?
No, listen.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Listen to this. So back in the early 90s, the USISL came up with some rule changes.
Okay.
And one of them was fouling
Yep.
consistently because the USISL before the MLS, it was like rugby with the ball
God.
at your feet.
Oh, God.
minor league
And-
hockey.
And it was getting to the point where people were getting hurt and everything. They had to come up with some new thing. So they did that. The 10th foul of that half,
There you
you
go.
got a 35-yard shootout where the entire teams got at midfield. You had one shooter on the 35, and it was 1-on-1. As soon as that
With the
freaking whistle-
goalie, just
Yep.
he
It's
got
like
to
hockey,
dribble
like
up.
hockey, like
Yep.
hockey. You just
Okay,
go
like a
penalty
hockey
shootout.
shootout.
Just
Dude,
go.
it was
and I remember doing
insane.
that in high
That's
school.
Not
awesome.
I
only
remember doing
not
that in
only
high
did they
school.
change that, they also changed the goals. They were 1 yard wider and 1 yard taller.
So I wouldn't be
And then-
opposed to that.
And then 30 yards in on the attacking side, you had the choice of a throw in or a kick in.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
And it did neither one of them increase scoring. None of them increased scoring. Even the bigger goals did not increase the scoring at all.
Really?
But it cleaned the game up.
It made it more exciting. It did clean the game. The kick-ins made it more exciting for the fans.
So I 100% agree with the kick in on the throw. Like the throw-ins have become a complete joke.
They're
Mhm.
awful to
If-
watch.
If you understand what an actual fundamental legal throw-in is,
They
and
don't
then-
do it.
and then you watch that,
They
you're
don't do
never
it.
going to see it ever
They-
happen.
They
in
don't
any,
ever
right,
make legal
ever,
throw-ins.
ever. You
Well,
could call it
it's-
on every single
It's
throw-in.
like there's no
Yeah.
traveling in the NBA.
Also
Correct.
true.
Trey Young's
Oh,
only made a
no
living off of just
shit.
palming the
Or
ball.
palming, yeah.
Right, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't need to go down that path. But the thing is, okay, they want more action. They want the throw-ins to just happen faster.
You know,
Okay. The thing with that card is that we're trying to remove referee bias.
Yeah.
We literally sent a referee home during the World Cup
Mhm.
because of referee bias.
Yeah.
Like we got it wrong. I
Yeah.
say we. FIFA got it wrong. You know what I mean? That guy went home.
you know what?
Was asked to not referee another game. Will never be asked to referee another game in the World Cup.
What was his mistake?
He did make quite a few mistakes, major mistakes in the
I
Argentina
missed
Netherlands
this
game.
story.
It's just
They-
it was just a personal decision by what he made. I mean, was it a 50-50 ball? Was it a foul?
On which call? I watched that game. I'm trying to think of what it was that would have gotten him sent home.
So
Was it the Messi handball? Because that one
there
could
were
have been a
couple-
card.
No, there were a couple. Because
There was a
there-
couple of
there were
50-50
things where they
balls
thought,
that
hey, why aren't you? And that's where you saw.
took them
uh,
both down.
Well, that's where you saw a lot of the guys complaining, right? Like the
Yeah.
players when
Yeah.
players of that caliber on the World Cup stage are complaining about that much about a referee, you have to listen because those guys are world-class players in totally
But-
different leagues complaining about things that
Yeah, but
I understand you lost, but they don't complain about that after every loss.
also
was bad.
wasn't the referee's nationality
Yeah, yeah,
still
yeah,
in the
right.
cup?
it was like he was like
That was the
Argentinian,
problem.
That's correct.
and there was or
That's
whatever. There
correct.
was
See, you
all
that
can't-
was,
you-
that
you
was
can't-
part
I
of it. I
mean,
do remember this.
They made a
now.
mistake.
Right.
But my point
I
is
mean, the
you
English
give-
could have thrown a whole bunch.
But my point is, you give a referee. So
Mexico could have thrown a whole bunch.
in the
Yeah.
Premier League, they're very much considering the orange card, very
Yeah.
much because the orange card is a in between of a red yellow, but it has to carry some kind of penalty. It's very stupid. I don't agree with it at all.
Yeah.
You need to give a yellow card or give a red card because there needs to be clearly defined rules within each game, just like there's a clearly defined strike zone within each MLB game. No. I'll bring it to you right
Here
now.
we
I'll bring it to
go.
you right now.
Here we
I'm
go.
not an MLB fan, massive MLB fan, but I know enough about the MLB to know that when the batters are very clearly and pitchers are very clearly coached, this guy is umping the plate tonight. It's high and low are good, wide's not. The edges are not good.
I don't
Or
think
the
you
edges
ever-
are,
but
or
you're
edges
never
are
gonna-
good. Edges
Yeah,
are good.
You're never
high
going
and
to
low's
bring
not.
out bias.
Correct. But if we're not going to bring out bias, the MLB is one of the last standing things that has not really brought in video assistant referees because they could easily bring in a full-on video assistant.
Actually, I
Strike zone,
mean,
right?
For
in the
baseball or for-
in the
Sure.
minor leagues,
Oh.
in the minor leagues, they are going to
Yeah.
a robo ump
Yeah.
for strike calls.
Yeah.
Which makes it kind of boring. And so
And it's
not
not
boring,
Yeah,
going
but see,
to
I
boring
don't,
until
the
I
baseball
don't,
ever.
I,
It will.
I do not like what FIFA's brought in with the whole offside crap.
It's too much.
I love it when you've got a RA on the side and he makes the call or he lets it play on. I don't give a shit. It's kind of fun.
I think you got to get it. You got to get it right. You got to get it right. You
No.
got to get it right.
Okay.
It's just like the Saints and the
I
Vikings
disagree.
2 years ago in the NFL playoffs when you miss that pass interference call, that dude gets freaking held. That guy, the whole game changed. They won the wrong game. The guy, they won. The wrong
the
team
wrong
won.
outcome.
The wrong outcome happened,
Yeah.
and you
Des
only
Bryant made that catch.
okay. Des Bryant made the catch, but that guy
Screwed that
even
up.
even more.
Oh,
Hey,
please.
even more blatant and obvious was that referee missed that freaking call.
Did
and
he
you
miss
gotta-
it or did he just not
Oh,
call
He
it?
missed it.
It doesn't matter what
He
happened,
missed it.
but the wrong outcome happened, blatant wrong. And VAR should happen, but VAR should not slow down the game. VAR
But it
should not slow
does.
down MLB.
being an
The it does.
excessive.
We need to use video assistant referees, but don't slow things
No.
down.
But supposedly with
I-
the new World Cup ball right now for the
chips in it.
which by
you
the
charge
way,
it,
they
but you charge
added
it like
in
a cell
another-
phone.
Why did they change the ball for the semifinals?
Oh, they've done that every World Cup.
They
There's
do
a
that every
gold,
World
gold
Cup?
ball, gold ball. So this will be a different ball. There'll be a different ball for the World Cup.
Well, this
final,
is
gold.
different because
Yeah.
it's got the battery pack in it, it's got the
Right.
chip in it, and it's supposed to give quicker decision.
But they do change the ball every. They do
They
change
do.
the ball
Okay.
per quarterfinal.
Underinflated,
color anyway.
overinflated.
I've
how
had both.
fast it's traveling.
I played with a lot of balls. Trust me.
Yeah.
Change the
Hey,
color.
So wait a minute.
Tom
Juggle,
Brady would
juggle.
love that.
You guys are talking about the orange card. Does that mean
I
you're
don't.
dismissive of my white card?
No,
Yes. I am. I am
like-
because
as
I
long
like
as it
my
doesn't
white
stop
card.
the game,
It
It
doesn't
allows-
stop the game.
you just throw it out.
Just throw it out.
Boom,
Hey,
keep
you're-
playing, keep
and,
playing.
And like part of this is just you're being too much of a dramatic soccer bitch.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm tired of that.
I
but
agree.
a lot of the
Okay.
game is
And
based
the-
on that.
And see, I'm tired of
Dramatic
it seeing
soccer
it trickle
bitches.
down to the youth.
Right. And I don't
And they
want to
learn
see
it
that.
Dude, I
early.
watched my son's game last night, and it was bad. It was bad.
Lot
Like,
of
So
rolling.
if you're
But-
taken off on a stretcher,
dude,
you should not be able to come back for 10 minutes.
But when I went
Ooh.
to but we went
I
to
like
the
it.
Valley to
10
play
minutes.
teams.
I
Listen,
like this.
I know
when-
that's my last point.
when
I
we
like
went,
Leave it there.
you know,
I like that.
that
I'd go with that.
But some teams, it's just like football. Like you play a team that has a different strategy. They're going to pass heavy. Tech is going to try to put up 65 points on you, right?
Yeah.
Like they're going to throw the ball everywhere.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
they're,
sure.
They're going to just throw the ball. And Big 12 is not going to play any defense. We're just going to run it up. You go to the SEC or whatever. They're going
Those are offensive and defensive
Well,
strategies, not how
I-
much are you going to roll
but I
on the
think-
ground.
But I
Yeah,
think
but
you're missing the point of
Yeah,
the
you-
defensive strategy is that
yeah,
I can slow the game down, give myself legitimate scoring opportunities by giving my team set pieces, bringing my big players forward,
Sure.
my center backs,
Sure.
and giving myself the best chance to win by taking fouls. Taking fouls on is a legit strategy. It sucks. I hate it. I played against it all my life in the
So-
Valley with Hispanic soccer players. No offense to them, but like they go down on every single
Well,
thing.
I
It
think they're
slows the
also
game. I
trying-
get no rhythm.
I see what
cannot
you're saying
play
with the
game.
slowing the rhythm, but I
And
think
they
they're
win. Has
also
to be
trying to
better.
play to the ref.
Sure, and
Yeah.
that's the
And
referee's
that's
point to
right, and it's really
Gotta be.
hard.
right?
So isn't it okay? Is it not okay for instead of awarding these penalty kicks, give somebody, which are 75%, give an accumulation after 10 per half of bitch moves and fouls to put it out there where there's like a 10% chance of scoring. And it's probably not even
Why
that.
don't we do like hockey? Why don't we just bring a player off the field?
So that's another thing. There was Bill Simmons mentioned
like,
that
the
constant subs, after 90 minutes, forget playing extra time. Let's take off a player.
Oh, I've always thought about that.
Let's take off
Absolutely.
a player every
That
10 minutes.
and
love
golden
that.
goal.
I love that.
And golden
Well,
goal.
you like
we
golden
got
goal.
rid of golden goal, which is
Ah.
ridiculous, but take
Yes.
somebody off
Yeah.
because taking somebody off, just like hockey, more space. What
Yeah.
do they want to see? More puck skills,
Yeah.
more dynamic,
No, I'm
more
all about
dynamic,
that.
fluid, like attacking movement, and that's
Either
what
that
it'll
or make
give
the
it.
field bigger.
My only problem with taking players off is you are literally asking guys to go 90 minutes,
And then-
10
right,
miles, and
Oh,
now you're
Are
taking
we talking
players-
about professionals that make $250,000 a week?
No, no, no,
I'm
it's very-
okay with
it's
it. I'm
very,
o-
no. It's very tough to ask, and like a Moroccan, somebody who's going to
Whatever.
No, the
These
World Cup.
guys. Oh my.
I don't
God,
want to
come
take
on.
them off. I don't want to take anybody off.
Take the goalies off.
Now that gets interesting.
I tell you what,
Uh-huh.
How about this? You know, because you do all these different kind of practice games and stuff like that. And one of them we have is that your entire team has to be across midfield
Right, get across.
Get
Yeah,
across midfield.
Before you
Remember
can
that.
attack.
before you can score.
Or
Before
you
you can
can't
score.
score if
Yeah.
somebody's
Okay.
hanging back.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I like that.
Or let's just get rid of offsides.
So that's one of those ridiculousness. Okay,
It
that's
becomes,
what you were
it
expecting
becomes a
from me.
very I was
You were
expecting that. When I
Let's
got
get the
here,
blue line.
I thought one of the five. I was like, well, he's going to say offsides is ridiculous. I don't understand it. Let's just get rid of it. But then you literally ruin the game by having somebody stand in front of goal.
You can't do it. You can't do it.
It's
so
literally impossible.
okay. So quick, yes or no? Goalies can only bench in a defenseman in
No.
full-throated anger
Dude, I don't
once
care.
per half.
I don't
No.
care.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
part of the pageantry. I like that.
I
Because
watch
you
the
know
Premier
who
League
you
every
know
week.
who's totally guilty of that is the England keeper.
Oh, he was the
Holy
worst.
He also might not be their best goalie, right?
He was the worst.
No,
mean,
Arsenal's keeper's
Ramsdale.
better.
He was
Ramsdale's
such
better than him.
a whiny bitch.
Dude,
sure.
I
but he
couldn't
had
stand
great,
watching
but his hair was perfect.
If you
was
watch
like a
regular
helmet.
soccer, it doesn't
Soccer
happen that
players.
often. That does not happen that often, and they know they can get away. They know they can get away with it at the World Cup.
Okay, so
I
it's a
figure they're
no-
just
it's a
trying to
no
waste-
on my goalie.
But
No,
I
I
al-
agree with
I
you.
always-
Yes, like,
but I
yes,
always
want that to
notice-
happen.
Okay.
I
I
want
always
that out.
notice
All
when they're yelling at him,
Okay, it's 50-50, so rock, paper, scissors.
Right.
when they're yelling at him, it's like time wasting.
yeah,
Yeah,
Like
it
it
is.
probably means nothing to the players out there.
I think you're right.
They know
I
what they're
don't
doing.
think they
They know
even
what they're
listen.
Yeah,
doing.
they're not
100%.
Okay,
and they're not listening to that guy. They're like, fuck that guy.
the
Nobody
second-
listens to goalies.
Yeah,
they're weirdos.
The second goalie thing, where once a goalie plays it
Oh,
with a part of his
hell
body,
yes.
That's
he's
decent.
got to keep it with that part of the body. Plays to his hands, you got to throw it out. Plays to his feet, you got to play
What
it
about
out with your
punt?
feet.
What about punting?
That counts.
I had-
That's still playing it from your
I don't
hands.
even
Okay.
know if I've seen a punt this entire fucking World
There
Cup.
really have not been a
Very,
lot of punts.
very rare.
And
You're
I love
abs-
a punt.
Well, the
Drop kicks
Americans.
to-
I mean,
I love
the
this.
punt.
The South American side
Man,
foot.
you are really right about that, and
I
I have
haven't
not
seen
noticed
one.
that.
Yeah.
There have not been punts.
Boy, I love a
Mm-mm.
We
big
don't
punt.
really do that. I say we. They don't really do that. It's about just ball
Mhm.
distribution,
Yeah.
which is why I find it hard to agree with because if he gets it with his feet, he can still if it's a header, pick it up, throw it. That's part of the advantage.
Well,
of having it to your goal.
another
that's
thing.
just it. That's just it.
But
Is-
there's
is
a no
any-
shit
any
moment
pass
if you get
can
it with your
make-
feet and someone comes on hot and you fall on it.
Yeah, that's garbage.
Not if you were
Get
not
rid
if
of
you're
it.
not if your team physically passed it to you with their feet, right? It has to be
Yes, you
headed
can't do
to
that.
you.
Headed to you,
There are
chested to
certain
you.
rules
Yes.
that allow you to pick it back up with your hands. So I think we already have a very good
You don't like it
That's-
back in the 80s where you
that's
could pick
fine.
it up, drop it back down,
Right, no, no,
roll
no,
it,
no, no,
fucking
no.
pick it back
no,
up,
once you pick it
drop
up-
it back
Listen,
down,
I'm with Jeff
pick
on
it
that.
back up.
Once you
can't
pick it up
stand
and
that.
drop
That's
it,
the
it's
only
over.
reason
No,
I
it's
wanted to
over.
be
It's
a
I
over.
goalie.
understand that. But once you, I am suggesting that
To have
even
that
if
sort of power.
Yeah,
even if your teammate plays it back to you with his head
No.
and you catch it with your hands,
No.
I'm sorry, you got to play it out with your hands. You're
Fuck
telling
that.
me you're
No,
telling
see,
me you
I
can't roll
disagree.
it to a teammate
I think
as accurately as you can kick it to him.
They're
I-
not
then you're-
bowlers, Jeff.
hey, I think anytime
They
you
kinda
play it back
300
to,
is a lot of points.
if your team plays it back to their goalkeeper, I don't think he should use his hands.
Wait.
Think about
No,
that.
no, no.
I-
I'm
I
talking
think
about
he's
same.
agreeing with us
I'm
that-
talking
yeah, no,
about
no, I
same
think he's-
team.
Right.
No, I am too.
Oh, same team.
Yeah, like you know how you
header,
can head it back
head it
to your
back to your
keeper?
goalie.
No.
no
Take
more
that
of
away.
that?
Take
Okay.
that away. See
He's
what
got to
happens.
trap it off his chest. And
Or
then
head
play
it
off
out.
his foot.
Yeah.
I'm interested. So
It would keep the game
I
moving.
know what
So,
you mean. Just keep the
okay.
game moving.
Unfortunately, no one in our audience is.
Listening
Interesting.
anymore.
so quick thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah.
Goalies, once you play it with a party, oh,
Let's
that's
just do
lots
it.
of
Let's just
thumbs
do it.
up.
Let's just
You
do it.
got it.
Let's
Once you
just-
play
yeah.
it
Let's do
with
it.
that part of your
Yep.
body, you got to keep it with that part of your body.
That's fine.
Except for in the instances of punt where you go hand to foot.
Yeah.
Which
Got it.
that counts.
Got it.
Okay. Do we change 6 seconds to 5 seconds?
Oh, yes. Once you catch the ball and then you go down and the goalie has it in
Boom.
hand,
Is
6
that
seconds.
like the difference between
And I think that should
6-minute
be the
abs
fourth
and
official.
5-minute abs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He should
great call.
immediately start the watch.
it's a great call. And what's awarded if they screw that up?
PK.
No, see, that's too much. So that's too much.
Red card.
No, red card. The goalie's
White-
gone.
White card.
White card.
White card.
That's
Public flogging.
that is why my white card idea
There it is.
good.
Yeah.
Because you're not giving
The
somebody
bitch
a
card.
75%
Right.
chance
You
of
just
a
flash
score.
them
Yeah.
a
Sure,
bitch.
You're
sure.
giving them
I just-
10%. And you have a spot. You can choose either side.
So you have the substitution board, and then you have the fucking
The
white.
bitch card.
The
Just this
bitch
bitch
card.
cardboard.
How many everybody
Yeah.
has?
Hey guys, be prepared.
Hey,
Yes.
listen, you guys are being a
Shit,
little.
we're on
Hold on.
9.
We're being a
Hold
little
on.
too
I
pussy.
have a question on this bitch card thing.
okay.
Bitch card and for men's, what do we call it on the women's side?
Oh, dick card.
That's
card.
great.
Red card. Yeah. I
Yeah.
know that's.
Equal opportunist.
Can
Dick
you
card.
do that? Can you
We
do
call
that?
that the Harvey
Sure.
Weinstein.
I think you.
And
do
by
that.
the way, Elliot, you
The
can take
Weinstein.
it. You can take
The
it on
Weinstein.
the left side or on the right side.
Both
But there
concave
needs to
and
be a spot
convex.
about 45
It
degrees. If you
serves
take the
either
corner
sex.
of the small
But oh, what
box
a
corner of
fucking
the
clean.
18-yard
I think
box,
we go. I think we
draw
go
a
even
straight line
further.
out.
I think we go further with this,
Uh-oh.
just like they do in the NFL, where those guys take the snap and go to the right hash or left hash.
Oh,
I think when the
There you go.
10th white card or whatever happens on the right hash, it's a right
Okay, that's
45.
fine.
Oh,
But my
That's
point,
fine.
my point is, it becomes more tactical because you can't take away what you're doing with the white card is taking away the tactical. Like there is tactical
Sure.
parts of falling.
Okay.
I mean, James
I'm
Harden
good with
does it.
that.
You know what I mean? Guys
Yeah.
take flops. Like
This is like-
there's a tactical ability, and I think it should be at a certain point. Like you can't just give them free reign to be like left or right because Messi's going to take everything from the right hash.
Yeah,
to the
that's
left
true.
foot.
That's
Ronaldo's
true.
fine
Now
with
you
the
got to
right-
now you got to bring in a left-footed
Hey, bro.
player.
Hey,
I
you
will
took that last
accept
one on the
this.
right hash. Take it on
Yeah.
the right hash. I'm sorry, your guy loves left-footed.
I will
know.
accept this and I
Yeah.
will take it under consideration
Okay,
when I
nice.
rewrite the rules.
Good, good. I appreciate that. We really appreciate that.
We have
For
to have
FIFA vote.
something
You have
that
enough money.
doesn't
You can do it.
that doesn't award somebody damn near 3/4 of a goal. But
Yeah.
also,
Well-
it's like the bonus
Yeah.
in basketball, right?
Oh,
right?
there it
when
is.
you
Yeah.
get 2 shots versus 1-on-1.
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
But
This is what it is.
Let's
It's
Americanize
the
this
bonus.
motherfucker.
Yeah, but the video assistant referee is really helping with that. I know everybody hates it and whatever, but the World Cup, I watch the Premier League regularly, and it has in the past 3 years, especially in this World Cup, enhanced the way they call offsides, enhanced the way they call a lot of different things,
It's not
and
bad.
kept the game flowing.
It's not bad.
but also still getting the right call done.
But it's got to be quicker.
It's got to be
It's
quick.
got to be quicker,
And
man.
by the way,
Like
it has
I
to
am
be-
I don't know if
so
you can do it. I just
sick
know if you
and
can do it quicker.
tired of them reviewing goals where guys cannot
no, it's the worst.
celebrate.
It's the worst.
Yes.
And then, oh, I did score. Yeah.
There is nothing worse than watching somebody score and then instead of celebrating, look.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hate
You're
that.
right.
For all our YouTube viewers,
Something.
Yeah.
like
And then
like,
you're like-
you when somebody scores and they don't know what to do with themselves, it's
Yeah.
you're taking
that's
away the
awful.
best
Do you
joy
get
in
a red if
football
you
ever.
take your shirt off?
Hey, we only
Yeah.
get it. No, you get a yellow.
no, he got a
Yellow.
second
You
yellow.
get a yellow.
Okay,
You get a
so
yellow
That's why he
thumbs
got a
down,
red,
shirt.
though.
thumbs up,
Okay.
thumbs up, thumbs down on a 10 white
Let's
card
do it.
aggregation
Yeah.
going to 25 yards out at
Yeah.
45 degrees.
I
I'd
like
like
it.
to see
All
it.
Good.
I'd like to
two
see it.
guys.
I'd like to
Yeah.
see
I like
it.
Two soccer guys. Wow.
Let's do it. I'm
like
open
to see
for it.
Wow.
I'm open for it.
I am
Ah, I
so
mean,
proud of myself.
I don't think what's working right. I don't think it's working right now. Yeah, I mean, listen, the white
That I
Did
read
you
out
just
of
say
order.
the
pentagram?
white card may not
Pentagram.
stand, but you know, a card,
Yeah.
a gender neutral card, like we talked about
Mhm.
earlier,
Yeah.
may stand. But,
All
you
right,
know,
what's the next one?
That was it, guys.
That was it?
That was all 5.
You just really wanted the white card. I
Yeah.
think that's all that was all
That's-
about was
it-
the
it-
white
My serious
card.
note
Yeah.
is the
was
white card.
happening.
So going back to what I was
Regardless.
saying about the USL imposing all those rules and everything, fuck, it went from like a 90-minute game to like a 180-minute game.
That's too much.
Oh,
The
it was
best part about
brutal.
soccer is you pretty much know you're in it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dude,
Think
there's
about-
been some shocking injury times though.
Yeah.
Think
Right,
about what
which-
baseball
which
Holy
brings us to 2
crap.
hours.
Baseball is trying to do that with everything that they do, but they can't make their games faster. Like their
No,
pitchers get 15 seconds. Like they're trying everything
I
they
know.
can to
they
speed the game
can't
up.
do it.
Soccer literally is like we have a running clock.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, that
But I
clock counts.
Yeah, but referee can put 10 minutes of injury
But
time
if you
on.
watch normal
But
Saturday
it still keeps
Premier
the
League
game
games
under 2 hours.
sure.
And I think that's super important. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Why not?
90
Sure.
minutes, 15 minutes, 15
Yeah.
minutes. and a
I
half.
think they should have a
15.
big hourglass with sand in it, and you turn it over, and when it's done, it's done.
That's the way it was. Absolutely.
Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. I think we really figured things out.
Did we?
I think we
If
did.
not,
My
we
5
confuse
point-
things, and I can't.
I think
wait
we're
for
gonna have
that.
to pay FIFA under the table to get your cards in.
hey, but we
Oh,
all
no,
know
no.
we
FIFA doesn't get paid under the table. FIFA gets
Gets
paid
paid.
over the table.
we all know they're receptive though, so that's
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 true.
right.
That's
I feel
true.
like my 5 points of light have really,
Yeah.
really made an impact.
Wow,
Well,
5 points of light in this
points
holiday
of white.
season.
5 points of white.
To- to quote- to quote
Celebration
the
of
great,
lights.
the great Billy Madison debate scene. Thank you, Jeff, for that response. Now, everybody here is significantly more stupid for having to listen to your banter.
How y'all feel out there? Do you feel good? I said, do you feel good? Come on. The groove feel good when it make you move. Make your next move your best move.